Um, when it comes to me, I'm usually more into science, not science, crime fiction and fantasy fiction. Like I love Lord of the Rings. I love anything to do with like ninjas, samurais, mystical stuff. Avatar: The Last Airbender, and crime fiction. I really love like the Tess Gerritsen novels, Jack Reacher novels, Pulp Fiction, all that. But when it comes to sci-fi, I'm a little mishy-mashy. Like, I don't, I'm not so much into sci-fi. Like I am, but at the same time, I'm not. Like an example is, I love Firefly. Firefly is probably one of the best TV shows I've ever seen. Probably the best, and even in its short run. And the problem with me liking Firefly is that after Firefly, all other sci-fi TV shows just like I could not get into because I'm unfairly comparing them to Twilight to not why am I saying Twilight? Firefly, and you know how Firefly is a space western. Not a lot of sci-fi shows and movies are like that. So a lot of other sci-fi series pales in comparison to me. Like things I do like, I like Star Trek and Star Wars. Um, well, Star Trek up until the Voyager, and Star Wars I liked it until the prequels. And believe it or not, I actually do like Torchwood and Haven. Like, I thought Torchwood was pretty good. I mean, the first thing, you probably look at me and say you like Torchwood only because it has lesbians in it. Well, it's not. Well, it's a good show still, you know. And Haven, like, I never really got into Haven, but what I saw of it was okay. And then other TV shows just pale in comparison to everything else I watch. Like, well, they don't really pale. It's just like I never really got into them. Like, I tried to get into Farscape, but no. I tried to get into Quantum Leap, and I tried to get into Lost, and there's so many other TV shows out there that I really tried to get into, but no. And there's only like two sci-fi series that I really don't like. Like, no, they're Stargate and Battlestar Galactica. I really don't like them, and that's it. So, yeah, why I'm bringing up sci-fi is because the circle of people that I hang around, they they're really into sci-fi stuff, and then like whenever I'm at the table, it's always something over something of sci-fi, and I'm usually not talking because like um no one, I don't think anyone there really watches Firefly except one of my friends. Um, yeah, it's kind of weird, but the one TV show that like okay, the all all movies and shows have detractors no matter what. Like Firefly has detractors. You know, I understand why it has detractors, and you know, even the best movies have their detractors. There are people who don't like movies like Casablanca or Halloween, the original Halloween. Some people don't like those movies, and you know, it's kind of understandable because you can't please everyone, but it's always strange when there's an ultimate. What I mean by ultimate is no detractors whatsoever. Either you absolutely love this thing or you absolutely hate this thing. Like, okay, let's take example the movies. Everyone absolutely hates the movies. Well, everything but that's not Scary Movie. And absolute good movies like everyone loves Forrest Gump. You know, obviously there would be some detractors, but it's rare to see detractors for these kinds of things. And the reason why I'm bringing up this is there's one sci-fi TV show that I consider to be like an ultimate. Not because I consider it an ultimate, but from the feedback I see it gets. Like, this show gets no detractors whatsoever. I'm pretty sure there is, but from the people I know and from the internet critics I listen to, I have seen no detractors for the show. The show is Doctor Who. And it astounds me that this one show does not have any negative response. And I'm not going out to say I wanted to have negative response. Come on, I'm not mean like that. But it just amazes me whenever there's something that does not get any negative feedback. I'm pretty sure there is, but you know, 99% of the people who rate this movie love it. So, not movie. I'm used to talking about movies. TV show, series, whatever. So, when I was thinking about it, I actually got interested into Doctor Who. So, like, I wanted to figure out what made this show, this whole franchise, like critic-proof. I wanted to know, and so that's why I'm making this one. So I'm trying to understand what makes this show like impossible to criticize. And I've done some research. Like I tried to review the series as a whole, but then I went on the Wikipedia page, and I thought it was just gonna be like a season, and then I just watch some episodes, and then I review what I saw, But when I got there, there was so much on there, like dating back to the 60s, and there was so much, like, there was too much. It was a whole universe. So I'm just thinking to myself, I'm not gonna be able to cover all of this. So like, I kind of put the project aside a little bit because it was a little too overwhelming. And so I came up with like a simple solution. Since I review movies most of the time, I'll just review a movie from the show. Because like it's a common rule that movies have to be made in a way that like fans can understand it, but people who don't watch a show can understand it. Like me, I've never seen Doctor Who, so if I watch a movie about it, I shouldn't be lost. And so I looked on and I found 2 movies, and both from like, I think one was from the 70s, one was from the 60s, I forgot. But it's a really old movie, and this movie is considered to be non-canon from the series. It's called Doctor Who and the Daleks, or how they say it from the show. I think it was Daleks or Daleks or whatever. And that was what I was gonna plan. I was gonna watch this movie. So before I went into that though, I wanted to see if I could get into the TV shows and try to review the TV shows, but I figured that was a little impossible because there was apparently, from what I researched, there's like 11 incarnations of the show, 11 Doctor Who's apparently, and that's not counting seasons. I don't think that counts seasons. I'm just saying, like, I think that's counting the actors playing the characters. So there could have been more than one season for one character. That is way too much to cover. So I don't think I'm ever gonna review the series unless like I actually spend some time watching some episodes. And I only saw like one clip from, I don't know which show, I don't know which incarnation, but when I saw it, I just thought to myself, what am I watching? And it wasn't bad, it was just really weird. It was a clip where he was attacking some robot, and then he was pouring barbecue sauce on him. And then a pterodactyl like gets attracted to it. Like, I don't know, I'm not trying to hate. I'm just saying this is the show that gets the ultimate good reviews. I don't really understand, but when I saw this clip, I was thinking to myself, maybe if I watch this movie, I can understand why. I can understand the show as a whole. So, the movie, Doctor Who and the Daleks. This movie's considered non-canon, and I heard it's that because, so people who don't watch the show, when they watch it, they can get the whole show, and they don't have to know anything else from the series. So it's like it's an on its own kind of thing, a standalone spin-off, kind of like Torchwood. So in this show, I researched, and it's a little different from the show where like some characters aren't exactly what they're supposed to be. Like the Doctor, from what I researched, is not actually human, but a Time Lord, something like that. Um, and apparently he has a machine, which is a police box that can transport him through space, time, whatever. And yeah, that's all. I don't really know what the exact plot of the show is, but yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna stick to the movie.